Hey there folks, and welcome back to the Icenia campaign. Last time, we actually made quite a bit of progress in this war, even though it doesn't seem like it. Mostly it's been a matter of utilizing some devious turncloak mercenary mechanics and overwhelming their forces. However, a force of 3,500 is coming up, comparable in size to our force of almost 3,600. But they do have slightly better generals, is one problem. Twice as good general. And we don't really have a great way of preventing this. This force is made up of levies, so we can't turn any mercenaries again. We could hire a mercenary force nearby, potentially, although we actually almost don't have enough money to do that. Or we get lucky, and within the 30 days here, we win the siege, which, like I've said before, I never feel like I'm ever going to get a clutch siege win ever in the series, so that'd be quite risky. We could take the ultimate way out, cut our losses, and just win the war, and just take some territory, but not everything. But I really don't want to leave this territory here. I want to advance into Namnedia here. Or sorry, not Namnedia, into Armorica here. Because I'd want to take this, obviously. I'd want to take this, I'd want to take this, and I'd want to take this to then open up a future war with Redonia to fully control and fully take over Armorica, and then that leads into taking in stuff here and here. Yeah, okay, so I don't want to end the war before I control this, and particularly all of this. So I'm going to leave that there. There's always a chance that this force doesn't all attack here at once, or it splits apart, or it doesn't go straight here. It may be going, and it may stop and siege back Durity before going further, even though it could continue going forward. I think the AI would prefer to re-siege Durity, which does give me more time to win the siege, or it gives me more time to send some sort of relief. But the issue here is, can I split this levy? Oh, I can split this levy. Okay. In which case, I don't have an issue. For some reason, I completely forgot. You can split levies. We're not dealing with tribal levies anymore, of course. So it did affect... So this... We're going to leave the less morale guy. So Donis's... okay, I'm stupid. Sorry about that. So we're going to send this relief force over here to deal with this. I actually don't have a problem at all. That's embarrassing, but that's fine. Not going to worry about that. So we'll have the... the smaller of the two with less morale go attack this force. Not going to reach him, that's fine. But we will chase him. Actually, we'll do it like that. Yeah, so... Yeah, we'll go like that. This may scare them around. Okay, they are going to stand there and fight me, so that's fine. In which case, let's actually have the force that's remaining detach a siege force. Actually, hold on. Change my mind. I'm going to regroup them. I'm just going to attach my support to maintain the siege mount. So the 500 donkeys will stay there and maintain the siege. Not going to ask how that's going to happen, but somehow my siege force of donkeys will keep the people of Converistum safely in the walls. And Donis's remaining soldiers, yeah, so it's going to set it to none, but it keeps my siege progress locked. It just doesn't display that, so that's fine. We'll come down. We're going to come back over here before any armies appear, so it's going to be completely safe. And this will ensure a huge victory here. Yeah, now they're stuck. So we'll just kill this force with Donis's army without the donkeys. And should be fine. Alright, so we're going to crush them under our boots. Love to see it. So looking for some good trades here, ideally. We are losing a couple hundred guys. Don't like that so much. Alright, so we did lose... Okay, this was actually a pretty bad trade. I don't know why. Probably because Donis has pretty bad martial. Yeah, so this is what happens when the martial is this kind of difference. We're going to see hundreds and hundreds of extra casualties more than we need. But we did manage to dent this force enough where they're not going to be able to challenge our... Alright, let's come back now. They're not going to be able to challenge this sieging army, so now we're in the clear, which is what I cared about the whole time. Alright, and now those donkeys will be able to not be in charge of the siege anymore, which I'm sure they're going to be relieved about. So, I know they're actually caravans, and it's just a picture of a donkey, but I like to imagine that it's actually an army of donkeys that are in charge of the siege. I mean, given my siege ability, you kind of think that all of my sieging armies are made up of donkeys, but anyways, let's see if this proves me wrong by winning. No, of course not. Should have known. Okay, Donis has had a son. All right, this is interesting. And again, as I said last time, Donis's death is happening soon-ish. It's going to be within the next 10 years, I anticipate, which does mean that this is now going to really affect our succession situation. The baby is named Vicenius Dewicus. All right. Any information immediately? No, he's at perfect health. That's a good sign. I'm going to leave it like this. In this game, I don't usually tend to edit the first names because they do generate the appropriate first names. I don't know a different first name that would be more fitting. So Vicenius is likely to be the king next. He'll, of course, be the heir now. All right, let's take a look and see. I guess I can let this go in the background just because we're watching on the side. Yeah, so he does have... basically, yeah, so because he's the first child, he completely supersedes all the siblings. That's totally fine. Yeah, totally fine. Good stuff. He'll have 80% legitimacy at the start. That's pretty good. Make him my rival. Yeah, no, let's not do that. Okay, where are you... What? Where are you going? Oh god, wait a minute. You have disloyalty now. Oh no. What? Are you serious? Power base of supporters. Look, okay, look. You're the aunt of the heir. You shouldn't have ever... Okay. It's okay. We're okay. Let's not worry about this too much. I'm unnerved seeing Winoma be disloyal, but we can take care of this. We're just going to bribe you. Donis can afford this. The wealth is still in the family is what we're going to say. So now you're not going to do that. You're going to return for a day. You're going to stay there. Yeah. And now let's not do anything goofy here, please. Okay, who else is disloyal? No one else knew, just the heads of the families. Standard stuff. All right, power base is fine. When I say power base is fine, usually what I mean is like the power base threshold is fine, is usually what I'm talking about. Okay, now Icenia is actually disloyal, though, so that is a problem. Disloyal province. Or sorry, let me rephrase that. The province has crossed the threshold into disloyalty, but it's not at 0, so it's not going to rebel. Is this because your personal loyalty has been affected? What's the issue here? You're not in the line of succession, so that shouldn't have mattered at all. I could bribe you also. Let's see here. I think I would rather just, well, 15 loyalty, but only for 3 years. I don't know if your loyalty is actually affecting provincial loyalty. It's your corruption, actually, so bribing you would be counterproductive. How can I... It is going down, but it's just taking a really long time to go down. I think it's fine. I think it's just this province was already trending towards disloyalty, and I just crossed that threshold, so I'm being scared for kind of no reason. That's fine. All right, so we are going to continue suffering attrition, but... Ooh, okay, this is... Okay, now we have a problem. These guys have hired some more mercenaries, which means... God, this guy's really expensive. Wow. All right, this is an issue. Okay. What do we do here? So we can't hire this, or we can't buy this guy off. And it's 15 martial. I mean, here's the thing. If we win this siege, this is extremely helpful. If we win this siege, it's extremely helpful. If we win either siege, we're going to be in a much more secure position, because then this army can come assist. I guess what I could do is I could detach support again and send the rest of the guys over into Nemneti. I think I will do that now. Yeah, I don't think any armies are coming from over in this direction on the northeast bank of the Liger River. So let's go ahead and redo what we just did before. Detach support. And we'll send... So we're going to have a force of 1,500 donkeys now in charge of the siege. We're going to send the other force over here. All right. Let's do it. Yeah, because, even with a nearly a third or, you know, 2/5 numerical advantage, their much stronger leader is substantially important. Plus, this force can swing down to assist, so is this really the right call? Attacking into the plains, I think it's still probably going to win. It's not going to be a very efficient fight, but at this point, we're not really able to take this fight in an efficient way. The thing is, if I had won this siege over in Coriosolitum, as usual, me not winning these sieges is causing all this trouble. If I had won this siege, I could retreat this army back up here, and it'd be completely safe, and I wouldn't need to make this move. Because I could stay here in the forest, and even though I'd be attacking into the forest, if they attack me there, they wouldn't make that attack. So me not winning the siege is going to cost me probably hundreds and hundreds of Icenia soldiers. But I'm going to take this fight. This might also stop them from resieging this, so that's kind of handy. I guess we'll see what happens if they come to assist me. Right, they are going to come to assist me. That did stop them. Their morale is not good. I think those mercs may not have had full morale, so this is going to be completely fine. I mean, we're going to win is what I mean, but we're going to lose a lot of guys here. And hopefully win before they arrive on the 12th. Not quite, it looks like. That's a shame. Alright, let's get... yeah, so 6 stability for 10 influence. Even though we are above... we are above the middle point for stability. This is not very efficient. I will take this because I think I'm going to change a law. Yeah, and 10 influence for 6 stability is almost always the right call. Once we're at, what was it, 35 stability? 35, oh my gosh, I'm stumbling on my words. 35 influence, we will do this and spend 15 stability. Alright, so this will be fine. Glitchy victory there. Oh! Oh, shoot. Shoot. Okay, hold on. I completely misplayed. Oh god. I didn't see this force at all. Where did they come from? Okay, they killed all my donkeys, and they also ended the siege. Crap. Okay, this is actually extremely bad. When is this fight ending? Within a few days, but these guys will get there before I can escape. They're going to defeat my... Okay. Damn it. Alright, this is actually a huge problem. If this siege... Oh my god, if this siege had concluded, I could take the peace deal and take over Curiosolita's region of Armorica. So what I'm going to do now, because here's the thing. I just need the siege to be done. I need the siege... Sorry, I'm getting mad. I need the siege to finish so I can take the peace deal. I need to minimize my losses right now. I'm not going to be able to push forward any further because I don't really have the money to hire enough mercenaries to bounce back within the time that I need. The longer this war goes on, all these different nations with their treasuries can continue hiring mercenaries. And I did just lose all of my baggage train, so there's that. So what we're gonna do is let a day go by. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna win this fight in time. We're gonna withdraw this force up to our Dunkirk point of Warganium. Oh my god, that's a really bad trade. Alright, so we're going to withdraw. And what we're going to do now, we're going to flee, and we need this army to win the siege. That's all I need in the world right now, is for the levies of Caledonia and Armorica to win the siege after thousands of years of sieging down Coriosolitum. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. There we go. Okay, for once... I've actually won the siege when I needed it to. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. So now, you're going to also... Oh my gosh, please, mouse. Now's not the time. You're going to also go back over... Oh god, wait a moment, though. Oh, okay, wait. 12 days. We might be able to make this happen in the right amount of time. No, it's not going to happen. They're going to retake this. Ugh, that's so frustrating. I needed to get this section too. What do I do here? Because if I'm going to take over Armorica, I'd want to take over Namnidia's section of Armorica also. I guess it's okay if I don't control Namnidia's section, because then I can just fight Namnidia later and take their... Because I have to fight them later anyways for the rest of their territory. It's frustrating, but I don't need to have Armorica in total, because I also need to take over Redonia's section of Armorica. So that's frustrating, but not ultimately completely a problem. I can just deal with this. I'm cutting my losses here. I have to cut my losses. I was completely blindsided by those mercenaries that came around like that. I shouldn't have been looking at the whatever I was looking at when I wasn't watching the game, because I'm in a war. There's mercenaries roaming around. That was a genuine strategic mistake by me. That was a genuine serious mistake by me. So once these are fully controlled, we're gonna take what we can and get out of here. All right, that's that. We're gonna cut our losses and sue for peace here. We're gonna take this, nope, this and this, or we're not gonna take this. Come on, man. I need to take that. I need to fully annex Venetia. How close are we? If we can just wait for one more ticking war score. But then if it's at even, I don't know if they'll take it still. But they are going to leave. But then this is going to flip back over. Or will it? I think it will flip back over. One more month of ticking war score. 1st of January. Okay. Sue for peace. Let's reset. Okay, so we absolutely need to take this. Then this is just barely not doable now. I really don't want to leave Venetia existing. I want to fully annex them, because if they remain, they're going to join the next war against me. Or they'll be in the coalition against me next time. But then I also... Alright, you know what? I'm not going to cut my losses. Screw these guys. I am not going to cut my losses. I'm going to regather my strength and resume the war. I'm not going to let them get away with this. I do have an advantage right now. I do have Sulis and Coriosolitum completely under my occupation. They will have to re-siege these forts down in their totality. This one is... The garrison's not at full strength, though, but this one is almost back at full strength. I do have 3 forts here. They're not going to be able to fully reset the war. And what I have that they don't have is time, patience, human intelligence, allegedly, and a income, or I can continually bring in mercs. They've probably hired every mercenary force known to the Gaelic world to fight me like this. Even though they killed all my donkeys, which is very frustrating. I'm not going to let them defeat me like this. I'm gonna push. I'm going to push. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to send our guys up to, let's see, up to Warganium. We're going to have them all hang out in Warganium. What's the supply limit? Actually, we're not going to have them all hang out at Warganium. You're going to hang out in... Warganium is also protected right now. You hang out there. You hang out there. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to find the mercenaries that we want to send down. So what we need right now is we need high martial mercenary leaders. That's what we're looking for. The number of mercs in their command don't actually matter as much as their martial ability. So we need to find some high martial military leaders. So 8, that's pretty good. 3 is pretty bad. 6, 8. Your mercs are going to be a little cheaper. All right, so we're going to hire you. We're going to hire Maguniai's mercenaries. Yeah, we're going to hire you. 100 gold to hire these guys. 4.22 each month. That's going to be quite expensive, but we are going to bear that cost. All I really need here is I need high martial leaders. And I think this is going to be a recurring issue going forward, because merc leader characters, I think, are spawned with high martial or higher martial than usual. Or characters that spawn with high martial are assigned to be merc leaders by the game. And because we're dealing with governor levies and not legions, we're not going to really have lots of high martial characters on our side. So this is going to be a recurring problem going forward. But we're going to hire this force here. All right? They're going to need to regenerate their morale. We're going to have them hang out in Wargium to do so, because the supply limit in Wargium is going to be quite good. And that's going to add, so what are we going to be at now? So we are going to replenish our manpower here, but we're gonna basically use up all of our manpower to replenish this. So let's go off of the numbers we have currently. So let's round this up to 8,000. 8,000. We have 10,500. We have 19,500. So we're back up to our pre-defeat numbers. But the enemy, they do have. Let's see here. Oh, I can't see it here. They have some number of guys. We can see them having around, let's see, 5,000, 16,000, no, wait, 17,000, I mean, 19,000, 19,500, and that's just what we see. But lots of these forces are mercs, and again, the issue with fighting multiple nations, they all can hire mercs individually from their own treasuries. So we have, at minimum, the same number as them, and they probably have more mercs that they're hiring, because they're finding mercenaries wherever they can to bring them up here. Which means I need to hire another mercenary force to assist. Now, this one here is the obvious one, because this one could be hired by them. Very real danger. It's led by a 10 martial character, so that's actually pretty good. I think when I looked at these guys before, I misread Donis as their leader and thought it was 3. Excuse me. So we're going to hire Elitoiai's mercenaries as well, mostly for the 10 martial character, but also to prevent it from being hired by the enemy. So 100 gold again. Yes. We're merking up here. Head over to Agritoria. We're not going to fully overwhelm Wargatorium here with armies. And now, anything else we can do. So now our balance is around 3.54, and we're almost at 0. Can I afford to increase pay for the extra morale? I can afford to increase pay. This is quite drastic, I know, and this will affect, it does affect our maintenance because the culture happiness modifier is affecting our tax rate. So that's why this affects our money, even though it only affects the maintenance of legions. The culture happiness affects the tax rate from whatnot. So this does affect our money, even though we're not, the maintenance levies don't have maintenance. Yeah, so we're gonna go for this extra morale. Oh, do I want to go for extra morale? I'm actually not sure how justifiable extra morale is. Yeah, I don't think we need extra morale unless we are sure that we need the morale change to win any given battle. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna proceed here. We have a plan of action, but it's going to be very, very costly. We are... Oh, God. What? No. Come on. No. So they're not going to be able to target my levy, because my levy is currently in retreat. But the mercenaries are actually going to get caught here by this force. God. Why? Okay, come on. What is our timeline here? So the 19th of January. When are you guys arriving? 17th of January. All right. How far along are you? That is extremely frustrating. Okay, the mercenaries, as soon as they can leave the battle, will retreat. They are going to suffer a couple hundred, possibly a couple thousand losses there. They are defending the plains. Nothing I can do about that now. It is what it is. I almost wish they would have spawned in Londinium because of that, but I can't. I can't do anything about this. Or they could get stack wiped. Okay. Okay. I mean, all right. That's what we're dealing with right now. I gotta calm down. I'm so mad right now. Oh my gosh. They had no morale, so they did get stack wiped. Leading from the front. Our troops flee in abject terror before the might of our foes. Indituiomaris Elitois believes. Is this the guy that just got killed? Is that who we're talking about here? Better chance to escape. and rally if he leads a diversionary charge against our foes. So, all right, I'll just kill him. That's fine. So now, yeah, a different force now leads this army, this mercenary army. This guy's now much weaker. Okay, so that did destroy that mercenary army. So we did just lose 100 gold for no reason. But what this has done, a weird silver lining of this, is this means that this force, which is now for hire again, it's just respawned. But its new leader is terrible. So at least this prevents the enemy from getting a super good mercenary leader from that mercenary army. So that is extremely frustrating, and I could have probably detected that would happen by looking at the situation, but I just didn't think it through. We've just got to move on. We can't fixate too much on what's going on here. So it's okay. It's going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. Let's just breathe together and proceed here. All right, we're gonna. Can I? I think I can't. I think I do have to do this. I need the 10% morale recovery here. So this is going to cost a lot of money to do, but we can afford it. So it is what it is. And the one thing that we do have going for us is this force is not one army. Again, it is the many different levies and whatnot, tribal levies. So it may split apart, and it may act in weird ways because of that. They're going to start sieging Sulis, that's fine. They can't proceed through here while Sulis is under siege, because there's no friendly force for them in the area. We'll be completely okay. They're going to siege down Courier Solitum again, also. And the mercenary army, we're going to give them a better tactic than this. Deception is very, very quality for them. That's good. All right, we're going to go ahead and send... The other option is I do withdraw from the region, like I said before, was an option, and come back up to Britannia and recollect up there. But I think I can stay down here because I am protected by Wargium. And they can't... Yeah, I don't think they can reach Wargium through Pulicum, even if Sulis is under siege. So I think it is still fine. Yeah. We're still safe up here. So I'm going to send my ships, actually, I think I'm going to disable my navy now, at this point. Because I don't think I can justify paying for my navy when I am now in a bit more of an economic predicament. So we are going to turn the navy off and send them home. We are going to reunify them and label them correctly as the first navy. And we are going to send them over to hang out in Olconum to serve as transports if absolutely necessary, but not critically necessary right now. Okay, this is getting pretty dicey around here. So we are going to send this force... we're going to bring them to Gesso Scribate and then reorganize them there. We just need our morale restored. Like, we're not going to get our manpower back super quickly here, but we just need morale. That's what we really need, which does mean perhaps increased pay is called for, but it's still so expensive. I don't think I can justify making... Actually, I think I can justify it right now. This is an emergency situation. We are going to justify it. And Gesso Scribate is still protected by Volconum because we need to go through Agritore to get there. So should be okay. Right, they're sieging Sulis again. Okay, they are really gathering everyone up here. So I think the fact that I can't block these straits is a mechanic I should have taken into account more. I didn't really think of it that seriously, but it is quite a substantial issue for me. Yeah, this is all fine. They're not sieging Sulis very consistently, so I don't really know what they're doing. They keep moving around. So this has been a pretty messy war, unfortunately, even though I had such an advantage at the start. I do think I made some pretty big strategic mistakes in this war. I mean, you've been watching these videos, you've seen it happen. Make sure I'm recording. I am recording. That'd be a real strategic mistake to not record this series here. Looking good here. Let's see here. Sorry, I turned my timer off by accident. All right, there we go. Getting our forces back up. We are going to recover the manpower that we lost gradually, but we are going to drain our manpower by doing so. And having higher army pay is going to affect our manpower max, so we are going to just blow through our manpower right now. Yeah. But once that is back up, we're going to be in a much more secure position. Maybe give it 1 or 2 more months, then we'll go back on the offensive. The main thing is we need to divide and conquer here. We have to try and hit them with as much of our forces as possible, targeting as few of their forces at a time as possible to preserve manpower. This is now also what what is happening here? Donacy magician. All right, we're not quite ready with you. You're definitely not quite ready, so we're gonna keep waiting. Yeah, they're really not focusing on sieging Sulis. Oh, here they come. I guess they're gonna ignore Sulis. Oh wait, they already won. Wait, no. I still control Sulis. So they're just going to cheat? Does Sulis not have a zone of control after all? What? How can they come to Wargium through the Sulis zone of control? That's not correct. Sulis control... Yeah, Policum is within the zone of control of the friendly fort in Sulis, and also Wargium, for that matter. Now, normally, you can go through a zone of control towards the fort that extends a zone of control. So the only way this can be happening is if the way the game calculates this is Wargium's zone of control enables that option, even though Sulis separately has a zone of control. So this actually means that the 2 forts both exerting zones of control weakens their individual zones of control because the other one overrides it and lets you approach that fort. So here is now, what do I have to do here? You can't escape. No escaping this. This is going to happen on the 13th. 8,500 stack, at minimum. Now this force can reinforce, and we'd win the fight and take big losses defending in the plains. And as I move over here, we're going to get there on the 15th. So that's actually really good. Get there... No, that's bad. That's before... The 13th is before the 15th. I'm just stupid. But they may call off the attack now because the reinforcements would get there right away. Yeah, they're going to call it off. That's fine. Now we're going to try and get the reinforcement again. Fortress is under siege in Sulis. All right, so we avoided that situation through some clever maneuvering, but man, this is what a disastrous situation. I also really don't want them to retake Coria Solitum or Sulis because I don't want to have to re-siege that stuff again. I may have been a little overconfident coming into this war, I will admit. I've gotten a little... The hubris is real. Like, this is like actual ancient age situations here. My hubris is just too powerful. Alright, so what I want to do, though, is I do want to attack into Sulis or Coria Solitum while they're there to be the defender in... I mean, this is farmlands and plains, so... But I would be the defender. That does help a lot. And I just need to do it when there's not a huge army nearby that can come over. And what really bothers me right now is I would basically need to attack with both of my forces, all my forces combined into either fort, because within reach of either fort is an enormous number of extra armies, including this very scary 9,000 stack, which is made up mostly of those mercenaries. And this stack over here, obviously, is quite frightening, too. Oh boy, this is pretty drastic. So now, my new goal is, in terms of actually what I'm trying to accomplish now, my goal is, frankly, just to fully annex Venetia and also Curio Solita. And that's basically now my goal, is just to take this. I'm not going to try and retake Namnetia's section of Armorica unless I have a really good shot for it. It is unfortified, so if I can just siege down Duretti, that would be great. So that is, I guess that is kind of my goal too, is to also get this. But my first and primary goal is to fully annex Venetia and Curio Solita. So that's that. All right. End of the month tick. All right. Now we're good. Now we're ready to move. What we're going to do, we're going to shift you over here. We're going to shift you over here. And we're actually going to turn that off. Turn that off. We're going to have the mercs lead the force, I think. Yeah, attachment allowed. You two follow the mercs around. Alright. You come down. Alright. We're making moves. We're making moves. I got mad earlier, but we're making moves now. I'm gonna punish these Gauls. If they take Curio Solitum on a 7% siege timer next phase, I'm going to like rage quit the game. No, I'm not gonna do that, but I'll be really upset. You've been with me for the series. We have seen together some truly mind-boggling BS from the RNG in this game. It goes beyond the pale. All right, so now some of their forces are leaving. This force weirdly is going to where are they going to? They're going to Granona. Once they are locked, I think I will make an attack into Sulis from both armies coming in, flanking them a little bit too. So let's watch this carefully. Once this 7,000 stack is locked, we will launch the attack. All right. In we go. Who's getting there first? Probably you. 3rd of August, 5th of August. That's fine. Now, what I want to have happen is, ideally, the 9,000 stack here stays put. Even if they join in, that's fine. If the 9,000 stack and the 7,000 stack join in, we're in a bit less of a fine position. But at that point, this army who will be attacking into the plains will probably have pretty bad morale. And this will also cancel their siege of Curio Solitum, which is helpful. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this, and if I can pull this off, and if I do this, and all of their reinforcement armies come in at once, which is a good chance, is what will happen. There's a good chance that will happen, is what I'm trying to say. My ability to speak is declining right now because of the situation. And I take huge losses. What I might do is I might really cut my losses and try and just end the war there. But I would like to still at least fully annex Venetia if possible, so we'll see what we can do here. Or we'll scare them off. That's good too. Let's see if we can continue scaring them off. Okay, we've successfully scared them off. They lost their siege in Sulis. That's actually fine also. Let's see if we can scare off the siege in Curio Solitum. Oh, looks like we are. There we go, okay. We've scared them away. That's what I wanted to see. What? Oh god, not now. Now's a really bad time for this to be happening. Okay, okay, I don't think I can do anything about this. I honestly don't think I can do anything about this because I can't afford to hire mercenaries right now. I can't send any soldiers back up there. Okay, this is real dire. This is real dire. Let's see here. Once these guys are actually locked into going south, that would actually be another safe moment to attack Sulis, because these guys, once they're locked, would need to get to here and then go back up to Sulis. And in the meantime, we'd be dealing with immediately 8,500 after they move in almost 9,000. But yeah, I think this does open up a moment of opportunity. We've got to go for it. We've got to go for it. All right, we are going to attack them. I will take this battle. I need to inflict losses. I need to start damaging their troop numbers somehow. They are going to come... Oh, they're not going to come. They're going to stay there. Okay, that's actually good overall. All right, that's fine. All right, here we go. We are defending. Yeah, but we're gonna win. But how many troops are we gonna lose? We can't really afford these losses, but we got to take them. Come on. Oh god, okay. They did arrive with the rest of their forces. This is now not looking so good. What's our situation here? Who's our leader here? So we have 8 versus 14. God, yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. We gotta withdraw. Yeah, okay. I do think we do need to cut our losses now. We're not going to be able to crack their total number of soldiers, and the further we... Although they're leaving now. Yeah, but they have almost 30,000. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Or can we, if we could just sneak in to Dario Brigham with our forces and occupy it, I could win the war the way that I want. So we're gonna do something extremely daring. We're gonna try a very sneaky maneuver. if they don't station forces in Daria Regum permanently, and we can just get a month to siege this down. If I just have Daria Regum, I can fully annex Curio Solita and Venetia as I wanted the whole time, and then we'll be in the clear. But this war has been a catastrophe. Okay, yeah, they're stationing troops there. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I've got to cut my losses, unfortunately. So what we're going to do, we are going to take the section of Icenia that the war was all about. Oh, wait, we can't take this now? Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this, and we're going to take this just to deny them the fort. And we are not going to take one of these tiles. Which one is them is the best one to not take? So Curio Solita will survive. Unfortunately, we're not going to fully annex anybody here, which I would have quite liked, because that way I could actually sell the ability to get money back right now. Or I could not fully take all of this and fully annex Curio Solita. I should have cut my losses earlier, I'll be honest. Mistakes were made. We're going to do it like this. We're going to fully annex Curio Solita, and we're going to take these two forts, which is critical. They may build forts here in the future, but controlling these forts, and really destroying these forts, is going to be enormously important. This is a very, very reduced victory than what I was able to get. But at this point, I mean, I need to look at the reality here. Even though I do ultimately have the resources to do a longer war than this, my manpower is completely depleted. My money situation, it's not depleted, but it's not really in a good state. I don't really have the resources to continue this fight the way that I have. I do think that ultimately, taking the war the way I did, I underestimated the power of all these different nations hiring mercenaries. If you go back and you rewatch this episode and last episode, I think every one of my defeats, every one of my mistakes was the result of them using mercenaries, genuinely. So I've got to just take away the lesson that I need to expect these nations, these little nations, to hire possibly 2 or 3 mercenary companies in these wars. It is what it is. We're going to just take the steel and walk away. So we are going to imprison their leaders and then do some really unpleasant things to those leaders. All right. The Gallic local power of Venetia accepts our generous peace offer. So we have taken these individual settlements. You know what it is. That is that. All right, so let's go ahead and disband. Actually, let's disband the other forces. Come on. Once they finish moving, and disband the mercs once they finish moving. There you go. And then we'll bring our Britannic levy up to fight the Barbs. We'll do it like that. We'll do that for the rest of this episode. Now, we do actually have some more resources now. We do have extra fish and hemp, so let's see here. Well, I guess we'll sell to you, sell the hemp. That's good, at least. Man, what a mess. What a serious mess. I am going to now, I think, destroy the fort in Sulis. Can I not destroy the fort in Sulis? What's the issue? Why can't I destroy this fort? Oh, it's because the province is disloyal. Yeah, that's right. Shoot. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. I'll just keep the fort there for now. Not a big deal. All right. My nerves are fried, folks. This has not been the victory I hoped it would be. All right, so you are going to be. No, you stop. You stop moving. No, you're disloyal again. That's why. That's right. Oh my God, what is it now? What power base of supporters? Is it because the war went so bad? What's the issue here? All right, I can't deal with this right now. I'm giving you free hands. Just please, just stop this nonsense, please. Stay still. Stand down. Stand down. Disband. Alright. All aboard. Let's go. Alright, at the very least, the city of Ablania has arrived. That is nice. You. Up you go. Alright. Our extension of new privileges and investments into the local infrastructure have seen Ablania grow from relative humility into a true Hibernian city. While it still has some way to go before it can rival the great cities of our age, the past 2 years have ushered in a new era of growth and urbanization in this territory. That is nice, at least. Yeah, this is going to help out there. Okay, that's fine. Looks like it is producing furs. Yeah. That's fine. We'll sell furs to... I guess you're fine. Sell furs to you. All right. Oh my gosh, what a mess. I'm disappointed in the way I handled that war. I do think I made some pretty bad mistakes there, but in my defense, I don't think I was prepared for just how much power there is in mercenary forces in this game. It is a mechanic I need to really take more seriously. But you live and you learn. We move on. We didn't lose the war, right? Essentially what happened here is we just won the war less, if you want to be technical. So it was a less efficient victory. We did blow through a lot of our manpower, but ultimately we do recover our manpower in the end. And we walk away with some lessons learned. That's all we can really ask of ourselves here. Let's go ahead and just... These barbs will eventually deplete themselves by taking all this territory, but I am going to go ahead and go in. Also, did this not stop them? The Window Londa fort didn't stop them from coming through? Do I just need forts here as well and here? I guess that's the case. Alright, we'll deal with that later. On you go. Let's just go kill them. We'll be attacking into the hills over on a landing. I don't care. It's still going to be fine, even though it's not a very efficient fight. I just want to get these troops disbanded. I'm feeling war exhaustion right now, I'll be honest. I'm feeling war exhaustion personally right now. Alright, come on. Just kill him. Just kill him. Talaric Urcus gave into frailty. He was the head of the Urca family. Alright. We'll look at the new head in a moment. Once this very, very long fight is over, what's the issue here? Why is this fight taking so long? What is going on? Why are you in charge of this army now? What? That was bizarre. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Alright. Let's go ahead and disband the army. What? What? Who are these forces? Oh, that's Brigantia. Oh, okay. That's Brigantia. You're going to... Portus, Taurus, or follow them. Hang out in Manawia, please. And thank you. We'll go stack up the barbs, then we'll call it an episode. This has been a very long episode, but we are going to be calling it here in a moment once we kill these barbs. Alright. There they go. And we get some money, so there's that at least. Okay, after that very long and honestly kind of disastrous war. That's going to be it for this episode. Sorry to leave things off on a downer note, but we did win the war. It just wasn't a very good victory. It was a very, very messy war, and I do think I've learned some lessons about how to deal in wars like that. I need to just not presume that I can fight off like Brigantia and absolutely beat them, and I can fight off like 5 nations that are larger than Brigantia and beat them the same way. That was a mistake by me. I need to remember every little nation has hundreds of gold saved up, and they're going to use them on mercenaries, and each mercenary force of 8,000 is enormously important for me to counteract. I guess at least I can do this. Actually, I'll figure out the tradition between episodes because I don't want to take up more time in this episode. It's already been over long. Thank you so much for watching, and next time I promise we're going to start to rebuild our military and get things back under control and take a look at potentially a slightly less messy war situation up here against Meridia. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.